Hello everybody, this is Vandana. I'm a therapist by profession, and today's video is, I think, one of my favorite videos is because we are talking about a TV show which is very close to my heart, and I have really watched this show almost 5 to 6 times, and if at all I have no show on Netflix, this is the go-to show. Well, it is Friends. So, in this TV show, it spoke a lot about mental health, about the things that we generally focus and ask in a therapy session. So, let's watch few episodes together, and I'll tell you what are all the different things that they focused on therapy, or the things that I really loved about the show and how in a subtle way they spoke about it. Let's watch the episode, the one where Chandler cannot cry.
It's not okay at all. You're dead inside.
In this episode, Chandler admits that he has trouble expressing his emotions, and there's a lot of this pent-up emotions that he has kept inside of him ever since he was a child. His friends try a lot to make him cry, be it Monica telling that okay, she's going to write a note from him from the grave, or a lot of emotional stories. Finally, Chandler does express his emotions out. What I loved about this is how they highlight that crying is okay and it is very normal emotion. Now, let's move on to the next episode, the one with the proposal.
My girlfriend to marry him, I'm supposed to do that. I know. But what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over there, I'm going to kick his ass. Will you help me? Look, Chandler, I don't think us getting our asses kicked is a solution. Okay?
So I love Chandler and Monica as a couple, and I've always wanted a relationship, something like that. So in this episode, if you see that, Chandler has a lot of pressure to plan a good proposal to Monica. And there's a lot of anxiousness that you can see in him. And, in relationships, it is often focused on the proposal bit of it as to how fancy it is, who proposes whom. There's a lot of emphasis given to that, and I loved how they showed over here that it's not the proposal that matters, it is the person that you are with, the relationship, and what you want from that particular marriage. So I loved how they focused on that particular concept. Now let's move to the next episode, the one where Ross and Rachel take a break. This is one of the most funniest and spoken about episode in most of the seasons as well. So let's watch it.
Answering machine, okay? I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, neither do I.
Is this about Mark?
Oh my God.
Okay, it's not.
Oh my God. I cannot keep having the same fight over and over again, Ross. No, you're making this too hard.
Oh, I'm making this too hard. Okay.
Ross and Rachel have this huge fight, and there's a lot of misunderstanding, yelling, screaming, as both of them have understood that particular situation in their own interpretation. How they focus on this particular episode is that communication is a very important bit in any relationship, and it's very important that you talk about it. Otherwise, it can lead to ending of a very nice relationship. And if you see in season 10, when they think about their relationship, they pondered over how it would have been nice if they were together all this while, instead of having that particular thing in mind and not really speaking about it. Now let's move on to the last episode, the one with all the Thanksgiving.
That to me. Oh, no, it's cool. You can stay here. My parents won't mind.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to be stuck here all night with your fat sister.
Hey.
In this episode, all the friends, they think about the past Thanksgiving and how they have celebrated it together. And in one of the past experiences of Monica, Chandler body shames her, and she takes it on herself to become thin and fit and take revenge on him for calling her fat. So if you notice over here that the words that you speak, they are so very important, and at times you cannot take it back, and how your past, it really affects your present and your future relationships. So I liked how they focused about this in this episode, and how nicely they have portrayed it. So there are a lot of episodes like this in Friends which speaks about the questions that we ask in therapy or about mental well-being, and it is so way ahead of its time. So if you want to know more therapist lens to the episodes of Friends, stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you like the content that we have.